Hey now, this is a certified hood classic.
Look at the ball! Look at the ball!
Maybe not, maybe no. And I didn't die tonight.
Who's hungover? Not me, Tiny Piggy High. Welcome.
Oh, the weekend hangover is among us, Creed. It's Monday. These fine folks had a terrible weekend. They won't be getting to see the eclipse that I just found out was happening today.
I was saying you didn't know about all the traffic issues in parts of America, and the $3,000 train rides, the $100 parking in fields.
Can I charge people to park in my yard? I mean, does it work that way too?
There's all of these warnings like listen at the end, when it's really happening, don't be stopping on the side of the road on the highways and the byways.
I mean, I remember when there was like a really good eclipse when I was in like elementary school, and they're like, this won't happen again until such and such time. And I was like, wow, I'll be an old man then.
Well,
I wonder if this is the one I was thinking about when I was a kid.
It probably is. I would imagine.
Old man Mikey.
Old man Mikey. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah. Hello, Bill.
Bill making great decisions, and hopefully everybody else will today, too.
I guess, speaking of decisions, if you have your eclipse glasses, I guess there's a bunch of them that have been recalled. I've also seen on some very high prices, like $40 to $50 a pair. On Facebook Marketplace. I guess there's a
hear me out. What if you just take your phone, you turn your back to the eclipse, and you shoot it on your phone and just look at it on your phone? Is that okay?
I mean, you're gonna die if you look at it with your eyes.
Well, no, it's gonna mess up your eyes.
I saw the fake shit about certain times when you don't want to be holding electronic devices and that. People fall for anything, man. Just anything. Have you seen that on Facebook? Lots of people were sharing that one today.
This is a huge missed opportunity for me to make up conspiracies and shit. Okay, good to see you.
You ain't kidding.
Hopefully everybody had a great WrestleMania weekend.
Speaking of the weekend, I got a couple of photos to share for you. I was thinking about you over the weekend, Mikey.
Oh,
actually yesterday when I was at the flea market, I was witnessing some pro ladling there, and I could have went on and on and on. There's about 6 different times. Lots of ladling. This was Dad's. We went to that, the place that the smoke pit that our did our wedding. My mother went all in on the get two. She got the. I'm the only one that didn't get turkey. That's the. It's more kielbasa than sausage. The jalapeno cheese. Oh, and one last.
You like kielbasa over smoked sausage?
Well, it's supposed to be smoked sausage, but it just tastes like kielbasa to me.
Okay.
Here, I thought you'd think this is fun. I just saw this today. I thought it was funny because it's Lenny's old ass banging a DeLorean, and that's how we got the Cybertruck.
That's great. I mean, we all need to pick up one of those today,
right?
For the eclipse.
Anyways, all right, we're not here to share stories about our great weekend or talk eclipse. We're talking court because we got a case. Happy Monday, everybody.
Detroit Rock City, let's go.
For Mr. Geis,
Jay.
That's right. Okay, who's going to do swear to? Oh, it's already been sworn to?
Yeah, it has.
Okay, who's here for arraignment?
Hey.
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, calling case number 822370901.
I didn't even notice Leslie's name down there. Cock.
Hey.
401. Houston of Michigan versus Edmond Geis. Charged with count 1, breaking and entering a building with intent, habitual fourth offense notice. State your name for the record, sir.
Edmond Geis.
All right, Mr. Kirkland, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland, on behalf of Mr. Geis, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
Court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Argument.
Judge, we are requesting a personal bond in this case. This is something that's alleged to have occurred over a year ago, January 4th of 2023. Warrant was not signed until a year later, January 17th of this year. He is a lifelong resident, has 2 children, has stable housing with family here, and has no assaultive criminal record. I do not believe he is a danger to the community. And nothing, even though he does have a criminal record, nothing in his record shows that he is a risk of flight to the community. It sounds like he has always completed what the record was required by the court. So we are asking for personal bond in this case.
I agree with you. It doesn't appear a history of assault, but it's got larcenies and breaking and enterings and things of along as a larceny intent.
It took a year for the warrant to come out for this guy.
I like the larceny intent. Listen, I've thought about stealing a lot in my lifetime. I've looked at things and said, well,
I mean, it's tax season. People are doing it nonstop. Intent to larceny.
Yes.
In this case, what was he alleged to have done? What type of building this was?
Yes, sir. It was
NASCAR, kind of like WrestleMania. All that the Hendrick the Hendrick 400 yesterday.
It was an optical, like an eyeglass, SB.
Pearl Vision.
Yeah, I believe.
No. That was in Royal Oak. What was
Correct.
The one in Wayne?
Yeah, that was how we established the pattern in the case. It was an SVS here in Wayne.
What are your recommendations as the bond, sir?
It only breaks into eyeglasses.
I asked for 25,000, 10%. And that was just based on the fact that he's facing pretty serious charges. This is a habitual 4th offense that carries life, which would be reason in itself to plea.
Judge, may I respond?
Sure.
Thank you. It sounds like he does have, an elaborate criminal record, and it sounds like he's always looking at his record. He's always faced pretty serious charges, and he is not ran. We have no reason to believe. I don't believe that just the fact that he's facing life is enough reason to believe that he will run. He's shown us time and time again that he does not run. So I am going to ask for a personal bond, a 10% bond. He would not be able to afford a 10% bond in this case. He does fall within the guidelines. And he would not be able to make that.
Well, given his criminal history, and I understand your point, this is over a year ago. I'm going to agree with the officer, $25,000, 10% bond in this matter. Probable cause, April 15th, preliminary examination, April 22nd, 29th District Court in Wayne. Any questions regarding your bond and or court date, sir?
Judge?
Yes.
Would Your Honor consider a tether instead of a cash bond? I believe that the tether would accomplish the same goal here. He would not be able to make that money bond though.
Is he employed?
He is not, Your Honor. He's
a professional cat
been
burglar.
14 months, so he has been in custody.
I'm sorry, repeat that, Ms. Kirkland.
He's been under sentence in another case for the past 14 months. He has completed his sentence, but he's been in custody for a year, so he hasn't been able to work. So no objection to a house arrest.
Thank you. No objection to house arrest.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gary!
Chris, thank you. One of the main channel.
GPS tether.
We had fun on Saturday with all members only.
It was fun.
All right, anything else?
What was the number, the amount?
Oh, the bond amount?
Yes.
I'll give you $25,000 on a personal.
Thank you.
Wow.
Arrest.
Went from
All right.
10% to personal.
Court dates, probable cause, April 15th, preliminary examination, April 22nd. Any questions, sir?
No, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Better thank Ms. Kirkland. You better thank her. You better thank her.
Where'd she come
Yes,
from?
sir.
Costco? You hire her from Costco?
Thank you,
You
man.
better thank her.
I appreciate you very much.
Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Harris Jr.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Mr. Barrios, state
Is
your
he
name
all
for the record, please.
Ron Barrios.
Hello,
Looks all
Gary.
right.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
This is case number 82247.
Oh my God.
8701. People should Michigan versus Ron Barrios.
Oh,
Ms. Kirkland, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Barrios, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
he's not going to run, right? He's not going to run out of here.
Well, he might hop his way out the damn door. I mean, I'm
How
guessing.
how does somebody with allegedly one leg get so freaked out from Dylan's iPhone, watching Dylan's iPhone and seeing somebody with one leg?
He surprised me. I like when other people with one leg say, "Hey, heads up, one leg."
All right, the court rendered not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Argument is the bond.
Judge, I am going to request a personal bond in this case. I would not object to a GPS tether. I understand it's assaultive. So Mr. Barrios does have a criminal record, and the criminal record is pretty serious, as I'm sure you've already seen. However, I did want to point out.
Oh, yes, I've seen, yes.
Yes.
Oh, geez.
However, I did.
He's
want
a
to
flight
emphasize
risk?
He's not had any convictions, to my understanding, since 1985. I know he only did 10 years on that. He's been released since 95. Has not had any convictions since then, which I think is significant and more telling of who he is today.
George Carlin looks terrible.
He is a lifelong resident of Michigan. He has 9 children.
9?
He is currently
Good
on
for him.
disability. Not objecting to
See, he's been using that third leg, you guys.
That thing has not slowed him down. All right, so he has a huge record, but it's all before 1985.
So that's why he was a flight risk then, I guess, or he's still a flight risk, she said.
Did 10 years, got out, and he's been clean since then, uncaught, slipping in and out.
personal bond, Your Honor. He does only have he only has 1 foot at this time. He's on disability, and
At this time. Is it going to grow another one?
At this time, he's waiting for a new one. The other one left.
one of his foot have been decapitated. At this point, there's
Decapitated?
no to make. And so we are asking for a personal bond in this case. I did not get an opportunity to listen to the swear to because I don't know what the allegations are in this case. I do know that the complainant is his stepdaughter, and that she's 46 years old and does not live in his home. So I don't think there's an issue between his difficulty with being mobile, as well as them not living in
one leg's ready to go.
I don't think that he is a risk of harm to her.
Wearing it out, man.
You know, his criminal
we're outta
record,
here.
at least my lifetime, shows that he cannot be
I like the way you said that, at least in my lifetime. That was cute.
that he's not a risk of harm to the community, and any harm that the court may be concerned that he is can be cured with the GPS tether. He's also not a risk of flight.
Okay, I like that, Ms. Kirkland, at least within your lifetime. But it's his lifetime I'm concerned about, not yours. But that's cute. I give you
Judge,
extra
I'm almost
creativity.
30, so I think that's really important to point out. In 30 years, nothing from him.
Okay, in your lifetime.
Yes.
In your lifetime, he hasn't done anything.
Within the past 30 years, maybe that sounds better.
No, I like it both ways.
Okay.
Oh, he's bisexual. All right, Judge.
I love this judge. He likes it both ways.
You have any thoughts, Mr. Bond?
Yes, Your Honor. We would request a GPS tether and no contact with the victim.
Okay. All right. $50,000 personal bond. No contact with Slater Jimenez.
Let's see Jimenez.
Tether. House arrest.
Hey, guy in the bottom, you can take off. Nobody's there. Go, run.
There you go.
I think he's chained. He's chained to the wall.
Or
The
medical
pipe.
equipment
Chained to the pipe.
He's going to get away.
and court dates.
That's for handicapped prisoners.
Probable cause, April 16th. Preliminary examination, April 23rd, 25th District Court in Lincoln Park. In addition, you're not possessing any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. All right, any questions regarding bond and or court dates, sir?
No, sir.
Have a good day. Thank you, officer.
Are they going to put
Thank
the
you, Judge.
GPS on his nub or his other leg?
That's a great question.
0721601, Pew City, Michigan versus Nicholas Bradley Persola. Mr. Persola, state your name for the record.
Nicholas Bradley Persola, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Kirkland, appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Pirzala, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive a formal reading.
Court order not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Argument to bond.
Judge, I am requesting a personal bond in this case. He is charged with a misdemeanor. However, he's not currently on probation or parole, and no pending cases. My understanding is he has no criminal record with the exception of a juvenile marijuana offense. He is 40 years old, so that would have been more than 20 years ago. He is working as a line cook at Whiskey's on the Water and has been for the past 2.5 years. Lifelong resident of Michigan.
Does he have a permanent place to stay?
Yes, he does, Judge.
Miss Lovely, thank you for the $10. Appreciate you.
The perfect 10. Thank you so much. Whiskey on the Water. That sounds like a good place to eat.
Sure. Why, you want me to look up the menu?
Nah, not today.
Officer, any recommendation as to bond?
I'm still looking it up.
We have no objection to a personal bond, Your Honor, other than an alcohol GPS tether. I believe this incident started as a result of alcohol, and the victim is quite fearful when the defendant drinks alcohol, things like this.
Look, I get scared when people drink alcohol. Also get scared when people decide to move into the coldest weather of them all. I blame this on the eclipse. It's a Creed frame. Going down smooth, just like a Creed frame. So let's talk wrestling, shall we? An incredible night last night. We'll see. Oh, there's the food. Whew, I knew we'd get there. Look at that food, worth the Creed frame.
It's the eclipse, man. Had nothing to do with me.
Ooh,
it's obviously the eclipse. A little nice for my taste, but the damn food looks good in that one for sure.
I mean, are they shaking and baking and making all that stuff? That looks good, real good. Oh my God, look at that burrito.
Really good food. Well, that's part of the brunch club there.
What you talking about, Willis?
Waffles. Burger time. The whiskey burger, house-made Maker's Mark whiskey glaze, sauteed mushrooms, caramelized onions, and something lettuce.
Don't forget.
And lettuce.
I will be doing a meet and greet at Camden Yard in Baltimore. Saturday and Sunday. Make sure you're there for that event. Get your tickets now.
Yeah. And don't get killed. Bring your protection, please.
Bring your own pew-pew.
Oh,
what
are pretzel bites?
Are they hard? They kind of look hard. Like
I don't look very good. They almost look for a second. I thought they're like little blueberry something or other, like little.
I thought they were just like fried combos.
Speaking of fried combos, fried goat cheese, hot honey, and garlic mayo.
Ooh, now I try that.
I got the food looks pretty damn good. I'll give them that. It really does. I could find a couple of things on this menu.
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
Especially
prices aren't that bad. Get like 2 or 3 kids meals.
No, because even the I mean, it's a pretty fancy spot right on the water there. Well, yeah, with whiskey and stuff.
Take your lady.
Anyways, back to court.
No, Your Honor, that was a conversation I had with the victim on the telephone.
Yeah, I see the references. The victim also stated to the officers on scene that she believes her son abuses alcohol regularly.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
I believe there is a.
This is an OG call.
I don't believe there's an alcohol tether needed, but I will make a condition of bond: no alcohol, no drugs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
$10,000 personal bond.
Spartan.
No contact with your mother. That means no phone calls, text messages, emails, handwritten letters or notes through third party through social media. While his case is pending, no alcohol, no drugs, and no guns. Pre-trial April 18th, 27th District Court in Riverview. Ms. Kirkland, do you have any objections or questions or anything else, ma'am?
I just have one question, Your Honor. So it stated he works at Whiskey on the Water. I guess from the name that there's probably alcohol served there. Can we have an exception for him to work? Not to drink, but to work around alcohol.
No, he can work.
Handmade cocktails, like you see, like craft cocktails that you see on, the John Taffer show.
Can you ask him to refrain from buying them pretzel things? So they look really hard.
They don't look good at all. I don't care how much beer cheese he got to dip with them damn things. Yeah, it looks like hard nuggets, like he'd get in a bag. I got an idea, Judge. Can we just tell him to stop serving alcohol while he's working? Would that be easier?
That's a good idea.
Casey. You just can't use alcohol. You can't drink.
Okay. Thank you.
He can touch it. He can serve it. Do anything else with it, but drink. Drink. You can't drink.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else, Ms. Kirkland?
Right.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Riverview.
Is Steve
Thank you,
Vincent
Your Honor.
okay?
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Vincent.
Hey.
how are you?
Hey, Judge, how are you doing?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Judge, I just got to let you know I got nothing better to do today than argue bonds and keep the city safe. So we got all afternoon.
Oh,
No, we don't have all afternoon. You may have all afternoon, but I don't.
Oh.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, Mr. Vincent.
Oh, okay. I thought we had all afternoon to argue bonds.
No. We don't have all afternoon. We have a cutoff because we got people waiting on us.
Okay. All right. Well, if you just hear me out.
All right.
Judge, excuse me, just for the record, we don't have.
Just for the record, I don't think that Steve Vincent's very funny at all, and I hate the way he looks, Your Honor.
He's good though. He gets in there. He'll lay it to some of these criminals. He'll really like wham them.
I like making that joke, but almost sometimes the way that the judge comes off is almost like you just pissed him off for a second. But no, wait, he's joking. But then it's like it's a little awkward with it.
Glad you got time. I got people waiting for me at Whiskey on the Water. That's right. I'm gonna be out there tonight doing personal appearances from my boat.
By the way, stop by and get a free sticker. And even though it says buy one, get one free at Fast Freddy's,
they are no longer accepting those.
But you can take it to Whiskey on the Water. By the way, did you see remember the registration blanks on the back? Dude, fill out all your information.
So you just throw them away?
Oh, how did you get my number? Why are you texting me?
All day either, but our job is we're here all day if needed to protect the innocent. So thank you very much.
We all have a job. Just here to protect the city. That's
wow,
all.
she came in hot.
Over and out. We'll see
All
you
right,
later.
Devon Heights.
We're ready, Your Honor.
Let's do Christopher Noah Williams. Sir, state your name for the record.
Christopher Williams.
All right.
He sings in a metal band, right?
707-214. People said Michigan versus Christopher Noah Williams charged with count one. Police officer assaulted resist obstructing. Ms. Kirkland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christopher Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Williams, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
Court will hear the not guilty plea on behalf of your client, Ms. Kirkland. It doesn't look like he's got any assaultive history. I assume you're requesting a personal bond. Can you articulate his ties to community, work, so on and so forth?
Yes, Your Honor. He is a lifelong resident of Michigan. He is not currently working because he is on disability, and that's correct, Your Honor. My understanding is that he doesn't have a criminal record other than a juvenile conviction, not currently on probation or parole, 31 years of age.
Hey, Mr. Williams, probable cause April 17th, preliminary examination April 24th, 20th District Court in Dearborn Heights. Any questions regarding bond and or court dates?
Can I add something, Your Honor?
Sure.
I'm just requesting that he doesn't return to the Heights Motel located at 6250
No problem.
North.
No problem. Is that 60? Hold on. Is that 6560 North Telegraph?
62 is it 6560? I thought it was 6260. 6560.
No contact with 6560 North Telegraph Road. Anything else, officer?
No, Your Honor. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Any questions, Mr. Williams?
No.
Okay, have a good day, Mr. Taylor.
I got one question. I got one question.
Talk to me quick.
For the $5,000 bond, how long do I have to wait? Because I don't have anybody to bring money.
No, it's personal. You don't have to pay.
Let me ask you a question. You don't have any time to wait. Have a good day.
All right.
You big dummy.
How you doing? What's your name, Mr. Taylor?
Skullet.
Johan say Taylor.
All right. This is case number 822-4707-07701. People City, Michigan versus Johans. Taylor is charged with 2 counts of police officer assaulting resisting, habitual third offense notice. I'm inclined to give a personal bond in this matter, given the nature of the offense. Doesn't seem to be a flight risk. Officers, anything you want to add on this?
I will check that out.
No, Your Honor. I checked. He has no outstanding wants. I don't believe he has a history. I do have a local warrant that was just issued on Friday for him, but we're going to discuss that. It's a whole separate issue. I'm going to give him an opportunity to turn himself in this week for arraignment.
Okay. All right. I understand that the underlying domestic violence charge that was not one to be prosecuted by the complaining witness. So he's free to return to the West Point address, I take it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Kirkland, your appearance and argument?
Good. Good morning, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Taylor. Judge, we would request a personal bond as well. Lifelong resident, 2 children, working, stable employment.
Ms. Kirkland, personal bond. Probable cause April 17th, preliminary examination April 24th. Sorry to interrupt you, but it's for good cause. No need for a GPS tether in this matter.
I got some ass lined up or something. I don't know what's going on.
No
What was the
shit.
number on that bond, and can you repeat the court date?
$5,000 personal bond, probable cause April 17th.
Listen, he heard lifelong resident, and he's like, oh, all right.
Good enough. Have fun.
Good luck, Griggsy. Everything closes down in about an hour.
Hurry up. Get there for a day. Sell out.
Judge is definitely keeping it moving.
17th, preliminary examination April 24th. Like I said, I apologize for cutting you off, but I was going to give you what you wanted to anyway, Ms. Kirkland.
Thank you.
All right. Nothing else from Dearborn Heights?
No, Your Honor. We're all set. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day. All right. I'm waiting on DDC. It is now, I'll log back on in about 15 minutes. The court's going to take a brief 15-minute recess.
Watch how fast this
Thank
recess is.
Okay.
God, I hope the guys in Tret left the whole 15 minutes in.
Me too. We could sit here and talk about Chase coming up 405. He should be done with everything right by then. I don't think the eclipse. I understand you guys are gonna go stare at it for 2 hours. That's cool. But I think it's gonna be over by 405, right? I mean, what we want to see is a 3:15 East. I think we'll be fine.
Allegedly. Hopefully, because at 3 p.m. Eastern time, perfect timing for it. There'll be a premiere with Judge DeSanto.
Maybe 10 people because it's DeSanto.
You're gonna be redirected after this to it. And hold on, let me make sure there's no big mouths in here. Let me look.
Oh, cat.
It's new. No one else has seen it yet.
Oh God!
Don't tell nobody.
Starting controversy. Is that why you're burying it during a gigantic national event? Got it.
You state your full name for the judge. Eric Carera.
Eric who?
Eric Carera.
Case number 240-565-9401. People say Michigan versus Eric Carera. My apologies. Appearances, please.
Judge, always a pleasure. Steve Vincent for the people. P 71917.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Carera, who has been advised of his rights, which is to stand mute, waive the formal reading.
Court runner not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Argument as to bond.
Respectfully, Judge, we're going to be asking for a 10,000 cash tether as well as some type of monitorization, curfew possibly, Judge. This is charged as a GBH, an R&O, a DV. The defendant does have a prior. It just happened recently in 22. I have a weapons firearm in proper possession, ended up getting a year of probation. Then we have this alleged incident, Judge. And the way that I ended up writing it down was an argument ended up leading to an assault where allegedly this defendant was dragging an individual into an alleyway, punched the individual multiple times, slammed her into the ground.
Yes, I'm well aware of the facts, but go ahead.
Yeah, and then we have the sodomy as well as the biting, Judge. So
Oh, God.
we do feel as though there's a high likelihood of conviction here. We do feel as though there's a flight risk as well, seeing as though the defendant didn't stick around. So therefore, Judge, just based on the assaultive nature of it, let alone some of the flight issues we have, respectfully, we're going to be asking for that $10,000 with monitorization.
That's it?
Yes, Your Honor. 1 second.
That sounds like $10 million to me. I mean,
Judge,
this is
so
terrible.
I am going to be asking for a personal bond in this case, if not a personal 10%, but I am asking for a personal bond in this case, Judge. To begin, Mr. Carera is a lifelong resident, not currently on probation or parole. Only thing on his record is a 2022 misdemeanor improper possession of a firearm. Does fall within the 200% guidelines, and at this point cannot afford any amount of bond, Judge. So,
Okay, Ms. Kirk, let me ask you some questions. First of all, they don't live together. Is that correct?
No, Your Honor, they do not.
He has a permanent place to stay. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Vincent.
Wait, I'm sorry, Judge. They do not live together. So, we did not ask him if he had an alternative.
Bill, today we celebrate. We celebrate hard. We know you have, but don't worry.
Bastards.
A place to stay because they do not live together.
Okay, that's what I asked. I just want to confirm that.
Yes, they do not live together.
Okay, Mr. Vincent, outside of the conviction just noted, are there any other domestic violence or related allegations that you're aware of?
No, I didn't see anything, Judge. I guess what we're relying on is the fact that the police actually observed this as well.
Got you. I got you.
Nobody talk. Let the judge talk. Yes or
Is
no?
your client working?
Yes, Your Honor. He's starting a roofing job on Monday.
No.
Of
course he is.
Mr. Carera, what's the name of the roofing company? He's going to be starting.
Roof us, Your Honor.
What is the name of the roofing company?
This is in my phone. I got it in my cell phone. I start exactly tomorrow. That's the reason why that this girl trying to get me in so much trouble.
That's good, Mr. Carera.
Sir.
Give him a second.
Sir. I need clarification starting a roofing job tomorrow. Does that mean do you own your own roofing company and you have a job contract tomorrow? Or just listen to the question.
Lori? But not
do you
that
own
Lori.
your own roofing company and you have a
Lori.
job to start
Different
tomorrow?
Lori.
Or are you working for somebody and your first day of work is tomorrow?
My first day of work is tomorrow.
Okay.
And there's even more. All right. The way that she said it, give her credit. The way she said it sounded like he's already got a job. They've got a new project they're starting. They're on to a new job. No. Starting a brand new job.
He's got a job, Your Honor. He starts Monday at a roofing company that he doesn't even know the name of.
Yeah. Roofing LLC. Yes.
It's in my phone.
Eclipse Roofing would have been perfect for today.
Yeah. They're running a sale.
Those of you who may not watch a lot of court, this is something that is the reason why we laugh. We're not laughing about him being a roofer. We're laughing about the fact that we hear this all the time, that the day after, whenever they're in court or doing anything, is always starting a new job. And we used to hear it all the time, the paper mill. The paper mill is a big one we always used to hear.
Starting a new job tomorrow, or it's starting Monday. One of the two. It's always one of those.
Always.
Continue on, Ms. Curtin.
Thank you, Judge. Regarding the allegations, the officers state that when they arrived, they saw him grabbing her and that they saw blood above his right eye, Judge. And those two facts taken together can
that's his badge of honor, right? You take a little bit of blood and you just kind of just wipe it right
Yeah,
there.
it's like
exactly one of those things. Here now, thank you.
A lot of things. It sounds like Mr. Carera was assaulted at some point during this. He does state that the allegations in here are untrue. And ask that the court consider those. I know there were witnesses, and none of the witnesses were.
Ms. Kirkland, slow down. I got it. I got you, but slow down.
Thank you.
Okay,
None
go
of-
ahead.
None of the witnesses provided statements corroborating the complainant's story. What the officer saw was him grabbing her and with blood on his face, which sounds like he was getting her off. I'd ask that the court give him a personal bond. He has no assaultive criminal record, just one misdemeanor.
Okay, Ms. Kirkland, you persuaded me. You persuaded the court. $10,000 personal bond, no contact with Tashonda Turner, no guns. Given a lack of criminal history as to domestic violence, I'm going to give you the benefit of doubt, sir. Plus, you're starting a new job tomorrow, so I don't see a need for a tether. Don't make me regret that decision.
So in other words, kind of getting
no
a
contact means just that. No phone calls, text messages, letters.
Everybody behind was like, "Hey, just say you're starting a new job Monday."
Clear.
everybody. Yeah, that's what the upheaval was.
Okay,
Everybody's like,
let me make it an important impression upon you the importance of this. If you violate any conditions of the bond, you may lose your job and go back to jail. Is that clear? Sir. I'm taking a chance on you. Any questions?
yeah, but she's trying to hurry because he's trying to hurry. That's what I think. And she
Yeah, and
keeps like,
he tells her to slow down, but he's hurrying along as quick as he can. Where's that lady at? That was kind of like a stick in the mud. Can we bring her back in here to say something about this?
there's some asshole that used to do the old show, and even if we be in the middle of something great, it just constant.
People just want you to wrap it up.
Always wrap it up. Don't get her pregnant.
No, sir. Probable cause April 16th, preliminary examination April 23rd, both in front of Judge Jefferson. Have a good day, sir.
Meyer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge George Jefferson.
What's so funny? What's they laughing about?
Stand by the black line there. State your full name for the judge.
Stefan Slater.
What's your name?
Stefan Lamar Slater.
The Fabulous Thunderbirds, was it?
Yeah.
Miss Lisa, I don't have Slater. He's on the screen.
Slater.
Yes.
Slater, didn't he die?
No.
Okay. EDC, what's he charged with?
According to our input sheet, Your Honor, we have a misdemeanor warrant for weapons possession.
Black like his soul, Ton.
Judge, I can shed a little bit of light on this. This is a
They're
case-
green.
case that was pled down to the misdemeanor, and we did get permission from Judge Robbins for a personal.
I understand that, but I don't have the file.
Oh, that's
Just,
right.
And I'll give a little bit more perspective. The capias occurred March 3rd of 2022.
Okay, I got it.
4 days before Mikey's birthday. Didn't Screech do some porn or something right before that, or am I just?
Yeah.
Okay,
But they say he used a stunt wang.
really?
Yeah.
Huh. By the way, I used to watch Saved by the Bell all the time when I was.
Is it me or does Vincent here sound like he sounds like Dan Aykroyd when he played Lieutenant Friday in Dragnet, the movie?
So he's basically just playing a character, you think?
Sounds just like him, I'm telling you.
I've got it. What was the capias bond?
It was 2,000 in cash or surety, and defense counsel can let you know what Judge Robbins converted it to.
Okay, go ahead, Ms. Kirkland.
Judge Robbins converted that to a 2,000 personal.
All right, $2,000 personal bond. No guns. Probable cause April 17th. Preliminary examination April 24th. April 17th in front of Judge Robbins.
Educational channel. Thank you for your help.
Good stuff.
Any questions?
Judge, I believe this was something that was already pled to.
Yeah.
Maybe just a review.
Just a basic review date.
Okay.
Okay? All right, have a good day, Mr. Slater.
Y'all sit on the list.
Afternoon, Rick.
Stand by the black line there, boss. State your full name for the judge.
Boss.
Eric Talent.
Oh no, wasn't it Jesse that did a bunch of stuff? Did she movie, right? With boobs out.
Is that the woman that was in Showgirls?
Yes.
Case number 24056.
A lot of nudity in that.
Please send Mr. versus Eric Chandler. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Judge Stevenson, for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf.
2 brown eyes, if I'm not mistaken, right, Mystic Lady?
Behalf of Mr. Chandler.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Wait the formal reading.
Court of not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Due to the nature of the offense, lack of criminal history, size, community, and objection to a personal bond.
Not from the people, Judge.
No objection, Your Honor. Thank you.
$5,000 personal bond.
All right, when he just said that, now that you've said that about Dan Aykroyd, the way he just said not for the people, Judge. You're absolutely right. I can 100% now hear that when he just said that.
I mean, it's dead on.
It really is.
A personal bond, probable cause, April 17th, for the Judge Kevin Roberts, preliminary examination, April 24th, for the judge to be determined. Have a good day, sir.
What's that, boss?
Yeah.
Whoa, Hedwig.
Hey.
No, right here behind the black line, boss. Go ahead, state your full name for the judge.
All day.
Boss.
Calling case number 240-565-9801. People said Michigan versus Blayland Banks. Appearances, please.
Stevenson for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Banks, who has been advised of his rights, which is to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
Court of not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Banks as well, given the nature of the offense.
Yes.
Lack of criminal history, ties, community, and objection to personal bond.
No, sir.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
$5,000 personal bond, probable cause, April 17th from the Judge Kevin Robbins, preliminary examination, April 24th from the judge to be determined. Have a good day, sir.
Damn, we're just pushing them in and out, man. Boom, 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 boom.
I would seriously love to know what the
you'll get
judge
shoot
has
all the
going on
information.
today.
Yeah.
Well, if I have to tell you, Creed, he is going to his son's bar mitzvah, and they timed it just perfectly timed. Like this Creed frame. From the makers of Mikey Timeouts, come Creed frame. I don't like it.
It's gonna happen. You just have to accept it.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Oh well.
I was laughing, thinking about, boy, it's not. I did this yesterday while at the flea market, looking up at the sky. I go, man, there's not a cloud in the sky, and I look left, and it's just cloudy as. I got to think. So remember, Tim used to do that all back when it was fun watching the Tim tracker. I used to say funny shit like that. Not a cloud in the sky, and he just moved like just an inch, it'd be nothing but clouds. Anyways, Hobo's here. I'm going to try to discontinue use of Firefox for a day and see if that helps. Because I just pulled up. Did you get to see? I had pulled up Brian Christopher Slots because he looks a little bit like him, but I was going to make a gay joke. And I just would like that.
That's what you get.
Somebody hit the button.
Case number 240-565-99.
But it Creed framed twice while looking up something on Firefox, though.
There it is.
One previously Michigan versus Edward William Fry. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Judge Stevenson, for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Fry, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
Court of not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Fry. Argument, Mr. Bond.
Looks like the biggest danger here would be this defendant to himself, Judge. He also has apparently an ongoing case over in Macomb. Ended up finding crack in needles. So at this time, Judge, it's serious but non-assaultive, not going to be objecting to a person.
Crack in needles.
No objection to personal, Your Honor.
$10,000 personal bond. While his case is pending, sir, no drugs.
Okay.
Probable cause, April 17th, preliminary examination, April 24th. Both in front of Judge Giles. Have a good day.
I did get a personal.
You're all set.
I did get a personal bond.
Yes. Wow. Yep, stand over here for me, sir. Say your full name for the judge.
Devon, Allan, Taylor.
What?
Time, Taylor.
Devon, Allan, Taylor.
Devon, Allan, Taylor.
566-00001. People City, Michigan versus Devon, Allan, Taylor. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Judge Stevenson, for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Taylor, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
Court of not guilty to after Mr. Taylor argument as the bond.
Judge, the way I see it, the amount of drugs he had was just enough to harm himself, non-assaultive, not going to be objecting to a personal.
People like this are a menace to decent society.
No drugs while this case is pending, sir. Court dates.
We're on a
probable
mission
cause,
from
April 16th.
God.
Preliminary examination, April 23rd. Have a good day.
It's humid out there. That
Well,
nuclear
Your Honor,
waste
rules
really
came out
holds
first
the
bond
moisture,
again,
doesn't it?
please. $5,000 personal bond.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Come on, step in, boss man. Yep, right behind the black line there. Stand right there. State your full name, please, Judge. Don Reynolds.
Hey, Don, what's going on, Don?
240-565-9701. Who said Michigan versus Don Reynolds? Appearances, please.
Thanks, Judge Stevenson, for the people. P71917.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Reynolds, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
Court of not guilty on behalf of your client. Argument as the bond, Mr. Vincent.
Respectfully, Judge, we're going to be asking for a $20,000 cash assurity. We're also going to be asking for a tether as well as a curfew. Judge, what I didn't see on the complaint here was a HAB, even though he should have a HAB.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
Judge, I found that he had previous armed robbery conviction, assault with.
Yeah, I know. When I did the swear to, I noticed that as well. And it's duly noted that he wasn't charged with a habitual for, but I wanted the probable cause here.
Marilu, happy almost birthday
as well.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mr. Vincent.
Yes, I appreciate that, Judge.
Can you pause that real quick? Just so we're all on the same page.
Yes.
And we need to be. Because
0.20, 0.22, 0.24, 0.26, 0.50, 0.70, 0.80. It specifies clean shirt, short hair, tie, pressed trousers, sports jacket or suit, and leather shoes, preferably with a high shine on them.
yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Picking that up. So we should have a HAB 4 here. He also had a maintaining a drug house in 10 that probably wouldn't have been on the HAB. That was a misdemeanor. Judge, I mean, we have all the components here.
By the way, Gio, 22 months a member. Congrats, man. That's awesome. Appreciate you.
Yeah, that's deserves an OG.
This is an OG.
And being a danger, to the very least, the complainant. We have punches thrown, threats to kill, blowing her head off, something like that. We have guns.
Yes, I get that. And then it indicated that the threats, the point of the gun, all the things that point that to your argument, which if I understand it correctly, he poses a danger to the complaining witness in a significant manner. Is that correct, sir?
I think so, Judge. And then the fleeing component as well as being found underneath a bed in one of his relatives' basements. Yes, sir.
Look, we're being attacked by hostile pipe welders.
Cash bond, GPS tether?
Cash assurity, 20,000, tether curfew.
Okay, Ms. Kirkland.
Judge, in this case, I am asking for a personal bond for the most assaultive charge. He's facing 4 years. So I'm asking for a personal for a few reasons. I'll start with the simple. He is a lifelong resident, has 5 children, is working. He's self-employed, has a lawn service company, does fall within the 200% guidelines. And at this point, there's no amount of bond he can afford to pay. Unfortunately, I don't have the benefit of having access to lien. So I do know that the armed robbery that was mentioned was
Don't worry about the armed robbery. I want you to focus in on, does he have an alternative place to stay? Does he?
Yes, Your Honor. He does have an alternative residence to stay at. I know Your Honor does not allow one-time police escorts, but he is requesting an escort to gather his belongings. For the record, from the investigator's report, I wanted to note that there were no injuries noted on the complainant, no medics.
Correct.
Correct.
That's noted. Is he self-employed?
Yes, Your Honor. He's self-employed.
All right. He's out in the hallway asking
You
for
said he
people.
has an alternative place to stay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, continue with your argument, Ms. Kirkland.
Thank you. In addition to there being no injuries and no medics, I know there was The complainant is alleged to have Mr. Reynolds left the residence and went to his uncle's home. And it's alleged that the complainant followed him down the street to his uncle's home. Additionally, Your Honor, there was a mention, I know, that he's charged with quite a bit of weapons charges because the complainant states that, well, first states that he just put the weapon into a bag, but then it's later stated he pointed it at her, that she followed him and watched him throw it and was able to tell officers exactly where he tossed the gun. However, after searching, officers never recovered that gun. There was nothing to corroborate that a firearm was ever used. What we see,
you get hallelujahs for 32 months, remember.
OG call.
That's
Yeah.
the OG eclipse status.
OG eclipse status.
here is Mr. Reynolds trying to get away from the complainant. The complainant following Mr. Reynolds. The complainant does not have injuries, does not receive attention from medics, and no firearm ever found. So, Your Honor, we are asking for a personal bond in this case.
Judge, can I respond?
No, I've heard enough.
Damn, Judge.
I appreciated both arguments. And to both your credits, Mr. Vincent, I was on the fence with a cash bond. I'm sorry, Mr. Vincent.
Other one that's not the eclipse,
Were
mine.
there any other, aside from armed robbery, what any other assaultive convictions?
For the flat earthers, anti-eclipsers.
Right. If you're anti-eclipse,
yeah,
you're ready. Got
Good
something for
boy.
you.
As an assault with intent to rob while armed too.
We got that good coming up for you.
And what year is that from?
Yeah, that was with the armed robbery. There were 2 convictions. He just asked me if there were any other convictions. But I mean, when we're talking about this type of behavior and pointing guns and threatening to kill,
Mr. Vincent, I got the argument the first time. You don't have to repeat it. I got it. I'm just on the fence about certain things. So just give me a moment.
I can't believe the judge is burning through these like this. He doesn't even want to hear
Mr.
shit.
Kirkland, how long have they been married?
Mr. Reynolds, how long have you two been married?
8 years.
Let's kick some ass.
Vincent, now's not the time, dude.
He's fired up, bud.
And who's the gun registered to? Do you know that, Mr. Vincent?
That I don't know that at all. I know it can't be registered to him because he's a convicted felon.
Judge, I don't think a gun was ever recovered. So I don't think they.
Right, I know that, but I'm just saying there was.
Sex with me.
Okay. You know what, Mr. Reynolds, I'm on the fence, and so because of that, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt since I'm on the fence.
Who are you going to call?
On a personal bond.
Vincent ain't taking the L's today. Nothing but L's. For
No
Vince.
guns. You can't possess any handguns. No contact with Ashley Crump. No contact means just that. No phone calls, text messages, emails, handwritten letters or notes through social media to a third party. You're gonna have to get somebody else to go to the house to get your belongings. You can have no contact with the Westphalia address. GPS tether, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. Probable cause, April 16th. Preliminary examination, April 23rd. Both in front of Judge Jefferson. Any questions regarding bond and or court dates?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Great.
It's court date. And,
Trading places.
GPS tether go.
Well, they'll let you know about the tether. The next court date, April 16th. Probable cause, April 23rd. Preliminary examination, both in front of Judge Jefferson. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I nailed that Ghostbusters one right as the phone was ringing. I don't know if you noticed.
You know, it was amazing. What else is amazing? Creed, this is a once in a lifetime thing that's happening today at 3 p.m. Eastern. A premiere from us right there on Creedus and Mikey of Judge DeSanto. I figured I find you
unacceptable.
I figured Coneheads. I figured we'd be able to slide this in under the fence for all of you that, you know, just aren't buying into this complete fake story of an eclipse happening. I think we're all going to be, I think there's a spaceship come down and steal all y'all that walk outside. Just saying. They're going to let you go. We're off our diet.
more more with Steve Vincent, please. I I could, after you said it,
Yeah,
I couldn't unhear it then at that point. The Hangover Express. Welcome, Bill. Back, Bill. Thank you. Chrissy, of course, a known gifter around here. Gary, Chrissy again. Reason why he's a known gifter. Miss Lovely, thank you. Sweet Tea, Kiernoth, Sweet Tea, the gifter. Guys are the best. For real, enjoy the eclipse thing, and we'll be back 4:05 East for We Got to Chase today. If we're not all sucked up into the airship that Mike told us about.
Not me. I'll be inside watching that premiere at 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's about 1 hour from now. That's right. You're going to be redirected there.
3 p.m., not 6. To see. Mikey just said 6.
Did I say 6?
Yeah, you're talking like me. You drunk? You all right? Hi, Eileen.
I mean, you can really have drinks any time of the day, right?
That's right. Day drinking's the best.
Why not? It's a little sippy poo.
You don't have a basement, Courtney. You live in Florida.
All right, let's try this again. In 1 hour, come back. Because it's going to be happy hour.
Isn't happy hour anytime?
That's right. Happy hour is anytime. Thank you. Stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned, stay out of the solar eclipse, and arm yourselves, people. The aliens are coming from behind the moon. Allegedly.
Look, we're being attacked by hostile pipe welders. Jane, you ignorant slut.
Play the one where those men want to have sex with me.
You're spending the night with Fred Devon, male prostitute. Those men wanted to have sex